Okay, versus a hunter. We're gonna keep the feral cat, pitch the shark. We'd probably keep the shadow step. Oh, I guess we want to keep the whole hand. All right. I think the reason I want to keep the shark is because this is still our only shark. If we can get life drinker shenanigans going against a hunter, face hunter, we're in really good shape. So I think normally I would probably want to pitch the shark and get something a little more proactive, especially since we really would like another SI agent to put more damage into him. We would really like to see our miscreant. We would really like to see our backstab. But I think because we have our SI agent and we have a shadow step, we're a little bit okay to just play the shark, keep the shark. Although SI agent does not pair well enough with Spirit of the Shark against a face hunter because they never have anything that you want to deal 4 damage to. So I think it's reasonable to pitch away the Spirit of the Shark. I don't think it's that reasonable to keep it, to be honest with you, but I think when you're only playing one Spirit of the Shark, okay, I just want to make sure that I can win the game by having life drinkers on hand. So here we play the feral cat because if he's face hunter, he should always be going face. So we want to entice him to not go face by playing this. If he's not face hunter, I would expect him to kill the feral cat, in which case it's kind of wasted. But then we get the knowledge of his playing a face hunter or a not face hunter deck if he doesn't kill it. He should go face if it's face hunter though. So this is confirmation that he's face hunter, right? So here I think we just want to kill the 1/3 with our SI agent. Force him to have to trade. We don't need to make the trades for him. Let him go. He's probably going to want to just go upstairs. We can let him go upstairs. We can sap it next turn or something like that. We just want to clear off his. We want to clear off his board as well as we can. I don't like sapping the 2/1 right now because we're not going to develop anything and we're not going to do anything. So I think I definitely just like going with the SI agent here. SI7 agent, clear off the 1/3. Then we have a 1/1 and a 3/3. He doesn't want to trade, he's going to go upstairs, and the next turn we can sap. I'm just going to skip ahead because that's probably what the play is, right? Yeah. So nicely done, nicely done. Next turn we're looking to probably praise Galakrond and sap, maybe dagger up. I really don't want to dagger up, it's pretty useless against face hunter, because we never want to be taking damage to our face, and having a dagger activated is just a way to entice yourself into making the wrong decision. So he plays his arcane shot, that's fine. Just wants to keep going face. Here we draw a life drinker, so this is very good now. We have it with our Spirit of the Shark. So now we want to praise Galakrond and sap. Yes, we want to praise the 1/1 because it gives him the ability to trade a little better. I guess not. I think it would have been better to put it on the feral cat because we want to be able to trade with his other things a little better. But I guess we put it on the 4th on the SI agent because we're just expecting him to play that same card again, and then we're just expecting to hit it with the feral cat. So I guess it's okay. But then he gets. Okay, here's a life drinker. Now I think we want to just set up our Spirit of the Shark so that we can life drink next turn because we're really down, we're really far down. We could also just life drink right now. I think it's better to set up the Spirit of the Shark. I'm actually not sure. Maybe it's not better to set up the Spirit of the Shark. Maybe tempo is better, but I think I'm enticed to doing the Spirit of the Shark so that we can get 3 more healing from the life drinker. And we definitely have to clear off the 3/3. So here's where Praise Galakrond being on the 1/1 would have been better. Because we would have gotten an extra damage. It can be at 26 right now. So now we want a life drinker and then probably shadow step the life drinker. Probably shadow step the life drinker again, yeah. And we want to just use our draconic lackey, so let's just use that right now. Maybe we can SI agent if we really need to. That might actually be better to just keep protecting our stuff, our shark, and just keep getting more and more pressure on board. All of this is garbage. I mean, in the last opportunity, yeah, this is all garbage. Who cares? I think it's actually reasonable to try and play the SI here. I think we could have SI'd the 1-3 and then cleared off the 2-1, and then we can Life Drinker next turn. It gets the same amount of tempo on board. It allows us to use our SI in a way that enables it to get shark value. Otherwise, we're never getting shark value off the SI agent. Like I said earlier, we don't need to get shark value off the SI agent, but here's an opportunity where we can actually, you know, take and use shark value. Because we really need to be clearing off the board. He can clear off our shark here if we leave this out. So I think we want to shadow step somebody. And the other thing is, like, when we have to shadow step now our 3-3, the 3-3 is no longer on board. Whereas SI agent, we would not be shadow stepping, so we would have kept the pressure on board. So I think I would have preferred to play the SI actually over this. But that's all right. Maybe we can get him to divert 3 damage to the shark. He definitely wants to make sure that we can't get too much Life Drinker value. So now he has a... Okay, now we want a definitely Devoted Maniac and clear this off, because we don't want to play into his Explosive Trap ever. We can never play into the Explosive Trap, so we definitely want to just clear off his Dwarven Sharpshooter right now. Let's use our 1-1 to check for Freezing Trap. Maybe we could even use Devoted to check for Freezing Trap, but I don't want a 6-mana Devoted Maniac in my hand. I'd rather do this. Okay. Interesting, because now what do we do? Because now we can't clear it unless we're going to dagger it, and I don't want to dagger it. So I think we just want to Life Drinker SI now. At this point. Life Drinker the face, SI the face, put him to 16. I don't think there's any reason to continue invoking. Because like now we're just looking for Witchy Lackey and we're never going to get the Witchy Lackey. We need Witchy Lackey, we need Rush Lackey, or we need Damage Lackey to clear this. I don't want to take it to the face. I disagree with this. I don't think this is a good play. I think this is a bad play. I think it's better to just Life Drinker SI agent. Just keep applying pressure. We need pressure on board to deal with the idiots that he plays. We need to keep the pressure high so that he can't just sit back and hit his hero power all day. Because if we just let him take time and hit the hero power, then it's just a losing strategy. The only time we should let him sit back and hit the hero power is when he has an explosive shot up or an explosive trap up and we're trying to set things up to deal with it the right way. Here we get kind of paid off because we have this ridiculous Crowd Roaster here. We also have the SI agent. I think the Crowd Roaster might actually be a trap because it's only one thing that you get to play. I think it's useless, actually. It's the only time we get to ever play a Crowd Roaster, and we put 7 damage on board, which is super strong, but we can also just Life Drinker, SI agent, and then taunt somebody up, and that's pretty strong too. It stops him from being able to go face. And we don't ever have to play this Crowd Roaster. The thing is, like, we're incentivized to play it because it's 7 mana. When are we ever going to play it? But look at our hand. We have this 5 mana card we're never going to play. We have this 8 mana card we're never going to play. We have a 5 mana card on the right that we want to play. If we have to play a heavy card, we want to play the taunt on the right. So I don't think we have to be using these cards that we're just expecting to sit in our hand all game anyway. I think it's probably better to just play the Life Drinker SI and pass. We could even redagger if you don't want to use the Titanic Lackey just yet, but that's okay. Crowd Roaster is alright. It's not too bad. We get to use up our 7 mana card, but the thing is I just don't think that's necessary against the Face Hunter. That's the only thing, is I don't know if it's really necessary. I don't think there's any point in saving the Life Drinker since we don't have a second Shark in our deck. No, this just sucks. This just sucks, right? Now we need to win, like, in a couple turns. So we need to taunt up. We probably want a Galakrond and taunt up and clear his Leroy. Because he's taking 6 damage to our face from these Leper Gnomes. If we clear off the Leroy, we have 7, 10 going upstairs. So he'll be at 9. We'll be at 15 with the Galakrond. And then he really can't kill us. And we have a Titanic Lackey up on probably our 7-6. Our 7-4, making it a 7-6. Alternatively, we can Life Drinker, we can SI like we've been wanting to for a few turns. We can Titanic Lackey, and we can Redagger. Alternatively, we can Shield of Galakrond, and we can SI Agent. That's not bad either, I suppose. But I would like to increase my health as much as possible here, so that we can just prevent him from just winning next turn. Like, when he plays the Leroy like this, when he plays the Leroy on the turn that he's not winning, he's expecting to win next turn. He's expecting to put the Leroy on the thing just to get us into a range close enough that we can... I think this is wrong. I think we got a Galakrond. I think we need to put our health up. I don't know how he's going to come over the top against us, but I assume that he should be able to do it. I assume he probably has a kill command in hand and like a beast or something. And then like that's 7 damage from hand. Here we definitely want to use the Titanic Lackey on our 7-4 or on our 3-3 so that we can just have more taunts in the way. Definitely don't clear any of these morons. I think the 3-3 is fine. I think the 7-4 is also fine. 7-4 is maybe better because this probably plays around the kill command. He can't just kill command my 3-5. Not that he ever wants to kill command a minion. So we're in good shape here. We should be winning this game handily. Unless he can come over the top right now. I mean, he still just needs his kill command. Yep, there it is. There it is. So we definitely should have Galakronded last turn. This is not well played. You played like an idiot. We definitely needed a Galakrond last turn just to get out of range. Galakrond and Taunt Lackey would have done the same exact thing. Did not need to do all the shenanigans that we did here, right? Instead of playing this Shield of Galakrond, we just drop our Galakrond. We're up at 15. We put the Taunt Lackey up, and then we're in good shape because he only has 6 damage here, 8 from the hero power, and then 13 maximum. All he can do is 13 maximum to us, and we'd be at 15. So I think this was an extremely egregious misplay to not play that Galakrond. We definitely should have won this game. There was no reason to lose this game. We played a little too greedy. A little too greedy. You're just holding on to cards that you don't need to be holding on to. You're playing cards in a way that you don't need to be playing them. The Life Drinker, we could have played it last turn, would have been better, or we should have held it this turn. This was not the turn to play the Life Drinker. Just be a little bit more aggressive. Keep more tempo up. We should have kept more tempo up the whole game. The higher the tempo, the more difficult of a time he has doing plays like this. He should never be able to Leroy and leave it out on the field, expecting to win the game next turn. And he still had to rip the Timberwolf. You saw that? He had to rip the Timberwolf off top to make it happen. So we just threw this game. We just handed the game to him.